who has been selected as your 2011 Outstanding Medium Business Award recipient. Care and Assist provides in-home care for seniors in Shiawassee County. The owner, Dan Story, RN, is active in the Shiawassee County Council Against Vulnerable Adult Abuse and supports Respite Volunteers of Shiawassee County. The business was awarded grant funding to provide adult daycare at the Shiawassee Council on Aging and also the care management program that provides home visits to low-income seniors. The business is just 5 years old, but through caring leadership and providing quality services at a reasonable price, it has grown exponentially. Owner Dan Story mentors his employees and encourages them to continue their education and receive certifications. The business recently added in-home therapeutic massage to further advance the health and well-being of the elderly. They are located in the city of Corona, across from McCurdy Park. It is my pleasure to ask owner Dan Story to come forward and accept your 2011 Outstanding Medium Business of the Year Award.
I wrote things down too, John. It's amazing how much fun you can have getting ready for 60 seconds of showing off. And then you delete it all and just say what's important, right? I just want to thank God for giving me the strength to do what we've done in the last 6 years that we've been in business. My parents are sitting here tonight, and you know, honestly, I have to say that they were probably the ones who gave me the entrepreneur spirit, and they taught me the faith to get through those humps, the hard times when business really starts, you know, that first 2 years when you didn't get paid. I definitely should be thanking my wife, because every time the business grew and I wasn't capable of handling it myself anymore, she adopted the attitude of, okay, what do I got to do now at least? And she got things done. She handled so many things for us. I want to thank Michelle Bradley, because she's our office manager. She's here with us tonight. And she was the first one we brought on in the office to kind of take over when both me and my wife still couldn't handle it together anymore. And she's done a wonderful job at learning the business behind the scenes and helping us take care of all the people we do. Stacy Zigo is a registered nurse, and she came on with us full-time last May, I believe. As Harry and I were getting ready to move to Kalamazoo, I knew that this business required a medical caring approach. If we had gone back to an old business approach, I didn't believe that we'd been able to maintain the level of care that we needed to provide. So we hired an administrator who was a registered nurse, so that when somebody called after hours and on the weekends and they needed advice, or they were going to end up in the hospital, we'd be able to provide that, along with all the other great qualities that Stacy offers. So Stacy, thank you for coming on board and working with us. Kurt Golden is the one standing in the back there. He was one of those guys that call you and say, hey, I want to work with you. And you look at him and say, man, I can't pay you. And he says, so? What's wrong with that? And we worked it out so that I covered his gas, I think, for the first 2 years that he worked with us out in Davidson. But now we have a strong Davidson office offering services all the way to Imlay City because of the efforts and the strength that he gave us. I want to say thank you, Kurt. We've got Peggy Castle sitting there back at the table with us, too. We were given a grant, as it was mentioned earlier, about 3 years ago, and it was to provide adult daycare services. And I didn't know who to talk to, but Peggy had crossed our paths at one time or another. I think it was actually somebody else who gave me her name, and so I chased her down. And we got to know each other a little bit and realized how great she was with people and taking care of people during a time of life when they just weren't capable of making sure they were safe and on their own all the time. Those people who have dementia or Alzheimer's disease. and so she's doing a great job with that program. We're hoping to make things a little nicer for her by having a building of our own real soon here too. Of course, there's 70 plus other caregivers that work for us too. I should say thank you to. Working with them has been like raising children a couple of times, but the rest of the time it's like having friends, and we're so glad to provide our service here in Shiawassee County. I'm not sure what else to say. I suppose I should say thank you to the Chamber. It's a real privilege getting a chance to stand here and talk today. And for whoever it was that nominated us, I suppose I'm going to have to call you a friend next time I see you. Thank you.